I want to talk about A Frog in the Fall and Later On by Linnea Sturt. I've read Stages of Rot by her and also the comic World Heist. I haven't read her new one, A Garden of Spheres. Let's see. So, yeah, Stages of Rot and World Heist are both sci-fi, and I think this is her only cozy fairy tale animal comic. And I don't know, there's a beautiful warmth to it. I hope she does more like this, more fairy tale animals. All right, so this is my first favorite page. I'm going through all my favorites. I love the composition. I love how the frog is depicted. I love how the fabrics are depicted. Just beautiful. This is kind of the full composition. I don't want to miss like how the pages are interacting across that way, you know. Oh, I like this one too, but I didn't tag that one. I didn't tag this one either, and that's why. So this is when we introduce the toads, and then there's the little frog. He's, you know, listening in to the grown-ups. I'm just looking, I'm thinking about this image, which is so nostalgic. It just makes me feel, I guess it may be like Secret of NIMH or Totoro, that that farm memory of the old farm. I love this image. We have them hiding in the underbrush, and I love the sense of light where the sun is only touching their feet and the leaves. It's a lot of it's very spatial in that way. There's like a lot of, there's like shallow depth, but it's like indicating the small scale. The way a shoebox has depth, but it's a short depth. Right. The fish were really elegant, and I don't know, the way she uses nature to develop composition. You know, we have a swarm here, and she's using the swarm to sort of dictate the composition. I don't think the images or that she was using as reference were probably exactly like this. She probably was constructing the image. I don't think this is the one that I indicated. Okay, then the persimmon nymph is super funny. Not for any other reason other than like these guys are like saying she looks weird, and she's like, I know, but she's in this cute little pose, like she's so fashionable, you know, like she doesn't care. She knows who she is. Oh, and gosh, the persimmon fairy is so funny. She's saying, do you want to see something terrifying, while she's underlit, peeking through a window? It's very ironic. This is when they find some deceased rabbits, and they pick up what they left behind. They did cry at first, but then they were like, there's some use to this stuff on the ground. Oh, this was something, because, okay, so one thing that, if an artist is working with, excuse the shadow too, I wasn't prepared for the lighting here. Let's see, no, that's not going to get any better. Anyway, yes, Pocky. So yeah, I was thinking about when creating miniature worlds and making like a miniature fairy world, what objects stay human size and what objects are scaled down so they reference the animal as if they are a human. And so this Pocky is scaled down. I think that's a really interesting decision. And there's like a lot of postmodern pop culture in this, which I think is entertaining. Just beautiful setting. And gosh, like this isn't really set up too much like a comic book. It's more like of an illustrated book. I like it as a comic book just because it becomes more of a the way words and onomatopoeia. Let me see if there's any onomatopoeia coming up. But so there's no onomatopoeia on this page, I know, but there is on here. So the wolf is howling, and just how the onomatopoeia is sort of set and braided into the imagery, into the nature, into the trees. I think it's just really, what's the word? It's just satisfying because it makes sense. So, but this is like very comic book. The way text is used in a comic book, I think, is being used here in an accurate way. Same with the speech bubbles. I think that's all of the ones that I really wanted to talk about. There might have been a few more really yummy images, but yeah, I guess some themes that I'm seeing through all of her work is death. So in this one, it's about the oncoming winter and how the different animals perceive winter and thus how they perceive death. Stages of rot is how different civilizations that exist on that planet intercept the carcass of the whale at different stages of its decomposition. And World Heist is about the collapse of a world and the world as an object to be obtained. Or that's how I perceived it. So yeah, it was the death of the world. So there's many themes, or there's themes revolving around death. I'm curious if the Garden of Spheres will also be about death, but there's also the regeneration. This one didn't really talk too much about regeneration. I'd have to reread it in order to catch the maybe references to spring or renewal or growth, but in Stages of Rot, there was, at the end, I don't really want to give it away, but there is an element of the recycling of essence. Well, yeah, I guess even before the last, the conclusive regeneration, there was also how each group of people regenerate themselves through the recycling of the whale. So here we are. This was a beautiful book. It just had that capacity to make me feel many things. Washes of nostalgia, washes of almost like the beauty of the penwork was so painfully beautiful. So spontaneous, and but also the forms are really tight, tight but floating. Like it's a great quality in the artist's hand. You know. I also want to show you the cover, just in case you buy it and you think, and it comes in this cover and you're disappointed, like, oh my god, I wanted this one. Why am I getting this green one? I like this one too, though. Particularly the I have an earth balance thing. I don't have a thing of butter next to me. I'm using it as like a little stand for my phone. But yeah, I really like this, the bind, whatever it's called. And then this is my little notes. So yeah, it comes in this. And okay, let's look at also the how it's bound together. It's very beautiful. That's all I want to say about this book. I enjoyed it. I recommend it. Be happy, be peaceful. Have a good one.